Hello Lomzy team, welcome back to my channel Lomzy Sews. My name is Uloma Ezike. To you my returning and notification gang, I'm very happy and I appreciate your support. I cannot thank you enough. And also to you my new team, join the notification gang. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so you will be notified when I make a new video. So today's sewing tutorial, I will show you how to make a bubu monochrome sleeve. Africans call it one sleeve bubu kaftan. This dress is a free maxi dress, very comfortable, and you can dress it up or down. You can make it into a long bubu one sleeve dress, or you can decide to make it into a one sleeve kaftan bubu top. All you need to do is decide which length you want it to be. This dress is actually a request from a subscriber. She requested I made a video of this one sleeve bubu dress. So you can drop your comment in the description box down below and I'll be happy to make a video for you if you make your request. In this tutorial, I'll make sure it's simple for even a beginner to understand. So first, now let's dig in, guys. We're going to be dropping down 14 inches. That this 14 inches is under your bust. Some people call it under the armhole measurement, but this is where your half length will be for a bubu dress for you to have a nice fitting. So we mark it there at 4, and then the next thing we are going to be getting is the length. We are going to be getting the length. The length is 40, and we are going to be adding 2 inches sewing allowance. So we are going to be taking that all the way 42 inches, and we are going to be marking that out like so. So the next thing we are going to be getting is the bust, the measurement we earlier told you, which is the hips measurement, and we are going to be dividing that in 4, which is 11 inches. But we're going to be adding easing to it so that, you know, the dress is a free maxi dress. So we're going to be adding 1 inch allowance, which will make it 12 inches. We're going to be marking that there like so. We'll take that down. I'm going to be taking this down like so and connect it. So the next thing we are going to be doing is that we are going to be dropping down the shoulder. We are going to be taking down 3 inches because we have a long sleeve. We are going to be making sure we bring down 3 inches like so. If we have it at maybe we have 23 inches, I would suggest you use 2.5 inches. But because this is long, that's why I'm taking 3.5 inches, and we're going to be connecting that to your front, and we're going to be taking that like so. As you can see, we haven't worked on the neck yet. So the next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be transferring this to this other side, because this line is where we are going to be sewing for our shaping. So I'm going to be transferring this line to this other side. And if you want, you can also bring in your waist this way to give it a good shape, but this is a free maxi dress, so you can go ahead and just maintain the straight line. So I'm going to be doing that on the other side. I'm going to be transferring the same thing to this side. So like I said earlier on, this is coming down 14 inches, and we have here 12 inches. And we're taking that all the way down. So this is where we're going to be sewing it. Let me show you. Like when you open it out like so, when you open it out, you'll be able to see where to sew. So this is the front panel and this is the back. By the time you put them together like that, you will be able to see where to sew. So I'm going to be folding it back. Remember to always follow your pattern. The way I have followed this dashiki dress, you remember to follow your pattern always. This is the front of my dashiki dress, so I always like to follow the pattern of the dress. That way you have a very nice professional touch to your clothes. So we're going to be cutting that out now. You're going to be cutting this out also. Now you're going to be shaping here this way. I don't like my bubu dropping down that way. I like it having a good finishing. So I like to always take this out like so. So the next thing we're going to be working on is the neck, which is the main thing. Now we're going to be taking in 3.5 inches. Remember, the two fabrics are placed together, so we are taking 3.5 inches width and 3.5 inches depth. Just the normal neck. You cut it out like so. So the next thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be joining this together. You're going to be joining your shoulder together. That's the very first thing you would do. So for this, I will have to add a belt hole here. Remember, I told you I dropped a link on how to sew belt hole in the previous video I made for a bubu dress. So I'm going to be doing that to this one. Make sure your hole is not that big. So you go ahead and see how to join this. So I'm going to first of all join this now, and now join this and show you what the next thing to do. Yeah, so I have joined it. First of all, I joined the shoulder, the very first thing I did. Then I went ahead and made the belt hole, and I have also sewn the line, the shaping for the line on the two sides. I have done that. As you can see, we have it like so. I have joined it. So the next thing we are going to be doing is we're going to be working on the shoulder. That is the very next thing we're going to be doing to get the monochrome sleeve, or you call it one sleeve, bubu, one sleeve, bubu, whatever. So now you decide which side you want the the monochrome, the one shoulder to be. You know, you decide whether you want it on the right or you want it on the left. Yes, for now, as you can see, we made this 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches, and the depth is 3.5 inches. So now what we are going to be doing now, for me, my dashiki dress is the same thing, front and back. So any which way I take is okay by me. But it depends on the pattern of your fabric. You have to choose the side you want your one sleeve to be. So now we are going to be dropping this from here to this place. We're going to be dropping down 10 inches. I'm going to be dropping it 10 inches because I want it to really fall. I want it to be off the shoulder. So that's why I'm making it 10.5 inches. You can as well decide to make it 7 inches or so, but 10.5 inches should be fine. It should be fine for a large or medium size. But for a slimmer person, you can come all the way to 7.5 inches, so it doesn't fall off that much. So that's what I'm going to be taking here. From here to this place, we're going to be taking 10.5 inches, and I'm going to be joining that from here. Remember, this is 3.5 that we got here, so we don't want it very deep so it doesn't fall off the shoulder. So we're going to be doing that like so. By the time you sew off your sewing allowance for the bias neck of the bias, you will be able to have a good depth. So we're taking it like so there, and I'm going to be cutting it out now. You have to be attentive here because you don't want your off one sleeve to be dropping down from your shoulder, because as you can see, it's already off your shoulder. So what you have to do here is, this way that you have your monochrome sleeve, you have to come in there and go in again like you're making a dart, so that you'll be able, this where this will start, would be able to grab on your body. So you come in like 1 inch like that. So after doing that, you will not, your neckline, you won't do it on bias, on face with a facing. You're going to be turning that with a bias. So that's it. And the next thing you will do is go ahead and fold the edges of your dress, your bubu dress. Your bubu monochrome is ready. It has a belt hole, as you can see, where the neck is dropping and it's full. So that's it, guys.